So a little bit of a sad morning. This morning I came out and I noticed that the one of the chicken coops had been pried open and there were no chickens in it. There is one rooster that is from the Icelandic flock there, that he had been kind of like going between the two coops, and I guess either he got away or he just wasn't in that coop last night. But there he is right there. And I had lost the white splash one sometime last week, I believe. So I'd kind of been losing some. I'd noticed one or two here and there, and we've got so many chickens, and a lot of them look alike. A lot of them are just white, so it's hard to tell, and they kind of go do their own thing. But when you're free ranging them, that's kind of the downside, is if they find a place that they feel safe that's not really all that safe, then they kind of get picked off. But this really bothers me because it was one of the coops was compromised, and you could see that over time, looks like with moisture, the wood frame on the door kind of twisted just a little bit, and the barrel bolt wasn't functioning as properly. But the animal, whatever got in, it was probably some coyotes, whatever got in there, you could see it pushed or pulled the door and actually raked against the wood, and there was some fresh rubbing on there, and that's what was able to pop it open. So from early accounts here, it looks like they got all the Icelandic hens. I don't see any of them around this morning. So and I had lost a couple prior to that, so that's 10 total, 8 being last night. And they may have gotten one other chicken that tended to kind of sleep in that coop. It was an all white half Cornish hen from last year. So for the most part, all of them were over 3 years old. So they were not particularly productive, especially right now in the wintertime. They haven't been productive, but it's still a bummer. And looks like I'm gonna have to figure out how to catch these things, whatever they are. I've got some traps from when I had that skunk issue last spring, but if it is coyotes, then it's not big enough for them. So anyway, I wanted to just take a quick video there and document it. I don't know if I'm even going to use this footage, but I can't come back and recreate the crime scene later. So yeah, bummer. Alright, so welcome back to Boisterous Cock Farmstead. It's kind of a dreary, windy afternoon here, and we've got take 2 on trying to feed the pigs, free feeding on a large bale of hay. So as I've said in the previous video, my local hay supplier actually has this hydraulic hay trailer that they let people use if they don't have a tractor or aren't able to unload off of a trailer or anything like that. So I am going to I've got to remove this hog panel because I don't have a gate between here. When I built this fence, I left a space for the gate, but didn't have the money at the time for the gate. So what I need to do is I need to get these girls out of here into the middle pasture there, and that way I could take this panel off and remove this T-post and drive into the pasture and drop that. So let me get that done, and we'll get some footage when I pull the trailer in there. All right, so I've got the girls moved out of here. I don't know if you can see them in the background there. So what I need to do is pull these T-posts. These are just lightly driven into the ground. I just need to wiggle them and pop them out. I don't have it all the way down to that little spade there. And then this panel here is just tied up with some old bale string. So I just need to cut that and move it out of the way and be able to pull in here. Now, as you can see, I still have 2 T-posts on the outside edges here, and that's just so that if they do push on that hog panel, or if it does come loose or they break the strings like they have in the past, there's reinforcement on the outside, and I just check that periodically. So I'm going to clear this brush out of the way and pull in. All right, so we're in the pasture with the bale. Now all we need to do is let her down. All right, so now that this is actually unloaded, you can see how this works. Is over at the hay place, I just they just put the bale behind me, and I back the trailer in, and it impales the bale, and then you just lift it up. And the reverse, obviously you let it down and just drive away. So it's a pretty neat little trailer. Glad to have access to it, and going forward, this should be saving us some good money on hay here. It's about a 20% discount by volume, and hopefully they're not wasteful with it, but time will tell on that one. So this is what's left of that rye bale that I had in here, delivered almost 4 weeks ago. And you can see there's probably a good 20-25% waste, and they've been piling up a good amount of it and laying down in it as bedding. So they're already starting to work on the new one that I just put in here. And I think what I'm going to do is I'll collect some of this once my dump cart is available. I've got a bale of hay in it right now, so a couple days from now it'll be open, and I'll just throw a good amount of this over into that little shelter over there and give them some bedding. So until then, they can pick what they want out of here and eat what they want off of there. So far I'm happy with this whole process. I've got to take this trailer back over to my hay guy before they close up for the day and get a little sprinkle. So getting out of the weather would be nice as well. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. Please drop a comment down in the comments section. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to our channel and click the bell notification so that you're notified when new and upcoming content is released. As always, thanks for joining us, and God bless.